Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 2 of Let's Play Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. This is the big episode. We are going into the Dale with our party of 6 that we rolled in the first episode. If you haven't watched that, I highly suggest checking it out to see what we're getting into. We've got Gar's Good Smasher. We've got Grelash. We've got Larzal, the Wizard Slayer. We've got Malticia, the Shadow Dancer. We've got Brindle Brightflower, the Halfling Priestess of Lathander. And we've got Alton, the Human Male Enchanter. Oh my gosh. Let's do it.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of Easthaven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Lake Dinashire. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
Very nice. Nice intro.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be?
Greetings, Hrothgar. My name is Gar's Good Smasher.
Well then, welcome to Easthaven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, I would offer you this small piece of advice. While you're in my town, you do well to be on your best behavior. These folk are under my protection, and anyone who would seek to do harm to them in any way shall answer to me. That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a long journey, and you'll find there's no better way to shake off the cold of the road than by downing a few mugs of Grisella's best. And if you're in need of lodging, I would recommend talking to Quimby over at the Snowdrift Inn over on the east side of town.
Okay.
Equipment and supplies can be purchased next door at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalashite, but you'd be better off well-equipped and short of coin than the other way around. Ill-prepared travelers don't last long in these parts. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
Farewell. All right, Hrothgar. Oops. All right. First of all, keyboard scroll speed a little bit higher. I actually want WASD. Let's see here. Quick load is L. I just want to unbind quick load so we don't accidentally press it. Quick save is Q. That's fair enough. Scroll up, right. Okay, so this is going to be WASD. So up, right, down, left. So Mage Spells is not a button, but I can probably make it N. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this N. We're done. Alright. Select all.
Aye.
Okay. Turn on the party AI, turn on this. Let's talk to Grisella.
Right then.
Hello there, dearie. Welcome to the Winter's Cradle Tavern. My name's Grisella. I own and operate this fine establishment. What can I get for you? I have some questions for you. Sorry, dearie, I haven't time to chit-chat with you. I have a tavern to run, you know. If you're looking to catch up on the local gossip, I suggest you buy a round or mingle with some of the other patrons. All right, how about a drink? A drink? Of course, dearie. After all, this is a tavern. Plenty to drink here. Well, what do you have? Yes, well, you see, I'm a bit in a bind right now. I've just run out of everything. I've nothing to offer you in the way of drink at the moment. You've run out of everything? Well, the tavern hasn't completely run dry. I do have some stock down in the cellar, but... But what? This is rather embarrassing, but I'm having somewhat of a pest problem down in that dirty old cellar, and I'm afraid to go down there. I do so hate bugs. Just the thought of those nasty creepies and crawlies sends shivers down my spine. I see. Is there anything I can do to help? That's awfully sweet of you, dearie, but I don't expect you to go through any trouble on my account. I'm sure I'll think of something. Have no fear, madam. I shall see to it that the pests down below trouble you no further. Wonderful. The stairs to the cellar are in the back room. Now you be careful down there, dearie, and don't let any of those little buggers creep back up here, all right? Okay. Hildreth Highhammer. Well met. Why, you seem to me like a fresh new vein of ore, all untried and untested. I be Hildreth, should you wish to know. A vein of ore? What do you mean? What I'm saying is that you look a little new at this adventuring thing. No offense intended. We all have to start somewheres. If you'd be looking for tips, I even have some news that might prove interesting to you. Oh, I see. What news do you have? I'm not all eyes and ears here. Mostly I've been keeping to my cups to keep the chill away. But I have heard that a local sword named Hrothgar is putting together some sort of expedition. Sounds like it might be fun. I'll be going along myself. Oh, what do you know about the expedition? The folks round here say that Hrothgar be a valiant man, but not the type to go dashing off to his death. They say he be an excellent leader. We're headed up to the mountains to investigate some sort of disturbance up there. You'd best be talking to Hrothgar himself to hear the full story. It's a good idea. I'll go find him now. Or, well, if you're going, it must be a good trip. You seem like a seasoned adventurer. Farewell for now. Townsperson? You Fiddlebender? I've heard of you. You live in that wrecked airship in Coldahar, don't you? No, I don't. Who's Fiddlebender? Who's Fiddlebender? Huh. Well, I heard he was a gnome who took up shop in Coldahar, the town south of here. You sure you haven't heard of him? I thought the two of you might be related. No, but I'm interested to hear about this wrecked airship. It's like a ship that floats on the air, lying wrecked right in the middle of Coldahar. I don't know if Fiddlebender crashed it there or not, but it must be something else. Sure would like to see it. I'll have to make sure I see it if I go there. Look, I had some questions about Easthaven. Easthaven? Lived here for quite a span, I have. Things have been getting worse of late, though. Do you mean the weather? Aye, the weather's been going from bad to worse. Never seen it get so cold this early in the year, and there's no sign of it letting up. With all this snow, the passes to the south are going to get snowed in early. Very well, I wanted to ask you some other things. Can you tell me a little about the town? Well, since you're new in town, you probably want to get a room with the Snowdrift Inn. It's on the eastern side of town. The innkeeper, Quimby, he's a right enough sort. He should have plenty of rooms available, but he just got an elf guest from the south, so at least one room is taken. Can you tell me any more about the town? Aside from Quimby's Inn, there's Pomab's Emporium in the northeast part of town. He can be a right ass, Pomab can, so I hope you don't need to buy anything from that copper-clenching jackal. Wish that damn Calishite had stayed down south with the rest of his kind. I must take my leave. Farewell. Alright, so let's head out. I'm not going to go in the basement just yet because we have nothing. I do want to turn up the mouse scroll speed. This must be Pomab's Emporium. We're going to head in here and equip ourselves for the long journey.
Is that all?
These shelves are stocked with various and sundry items ranging from books and parchment to clothing, food, and cookware. None of the items appear to be of much value. Oh? These barrels are filled with various weapons and tools, most of them appear to be rusty and in poor condition. An exotic arrangement of clothing has been hung upon this wooden stand. It appears to be an outfit consisting of silk doublet with floral imprints and a matching turban. These thick plush carpets have been rolled up for easy storage. These leather satchels are obviously of poor quality and workmanship. Their stitching is loose and haphazard, and it's doubtful that they would reliably hold the weight of more than a few coins. Alright. What is this? More barbarians come to my shop, no doubt with nothing to barter with but more wolf pelts and polished stones. Very well, let us get this over with. What do you want? Right, I'd like to see what you have for sale. And I would like to see some coin before I go to the trouble of showing you my wares. I have no patience for those who are just browsing. There's no need to be rude. I assure you I intend to buy. Now may I see your wares? How dare you speak to me in such a manner? Do you know who I am? No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me. Huh, I am Pomab Akazamir, royal diplomatic envoy of Kalimshan and appointed overseer of the northern caravan routes. Oh, I see. Your appearance as a lowly shopkeeper is just a clever disguise to throw off any would-be assassins. Am I right? Your poor attempt at sarcasm is an obvious sign of your lowly birth. I'll have you know that I am third cousin to the Pasha himself, not to mention a royal courtier in good standing. If you are in such good standing in Kalimshan, then what in the nine hells are you doing all the way up here in Icewind Dale? The Pasha, asked me to accept this post of overseer of the northern caravan routes as a personal favor. Interesting. Tell me, overseer, did you ever hear of such a post before the Pasha offered it to you? Well, I grow tired of your ridiculous questions. I have many obligations to tend to, so I suggest you quit wasting my time. Either buy something or get out. Fine, what do you have for sale? Alright, so, let's see. Okay, the red items that are lightly red, he can't wear. And that is pretty much literally everything here in terms of the armor. So he can literally just wear no armor. Maybe can wear like just his, well, he's just wearing his clothes. Greylash the Berserker. Oh, how much gold do we have? 600. Well, first would be getting a weapon. And his weapon proficiencies are axe and I have to remember how to use this. Oh, this button, okay. Axe and Warhammer. 2 weapon style, okay, so let's get out of here. So Axe and Warhammer, we should go ahead and buy him 2 battle axes, I guess. Are these one-handed? One-handed. So we'll buy a battle axe and a battle axe. Your weapon is 2-handed sword and flail Morningstar. And she could do 2-handed weapon or sword and shield. So she would want either a 2-handed sword. Oh, there is a Warhammer there. I didn't see the Warhammer. Let's go ahead and sell that. Buy a Warhammer. You, go ahead and buy a 2-handed sword at 63. Or sword and shield. She can also use a Morningstar. Morningstar is 2d4 crushing, speed factor 7. 2-handed sword is 1d10 slashing, speed factor 10, so it's slow. 1d10 to 2d4. depends on what Larzal is going to use. Bastard sword, quarterstaff, and crossbow. Bastard sword, quarterstaff, and crossbow. We can go ahead and get him a bastard sword. 2d4, speed factor 8. And that's slashing, right? Yeah. Then we have slashing and crushing. So let's get a crushing weapon. Let's get a Morning Star. What's a flail do? 1d6 plus 1. 2d4. Speed factor 7. Speed factor 7. We'll go with the Morning Star, I guess. Well, that's a plus 1, so we'll go with the flail. Then for her weapons are club and short bow. So we'll get her a club, which is 1d6 crushing, pretty fast weapon. And a short bow, I guess. And let's get you that light crossbow. Let's go ahead and sell the quarterstaves. I'll keep that for his crushing damage. And you are going to be strictly sling. And you need bullets with that. We'll get you 3 stacks. And you're going to need arrows, so we'll get you 3 stacks. You're going to need bolts. You've got a sling. And you use a dart. Oh, they don't have darts? Dart. Okay. Okay, cool. Everybody's got weapons. Now, for armor. Again, he's stuck not wearing anything. Oh, boy. Okay, she can wear whatever. The flail's one-handed, right? Yeah. So she can rock a cool horned helmet like this. Protects against critical hits. This one looks neater, though. I like the horns, though. I can buy you that. You can use a helmet. Go ahead and buy you that one. I know it's 6, but it's nice. You can use just a horn helmet. You can use priestly helmet. And you can't use a helmet. Oh, you can't use a helmet either. It's hard to see. Okay, how about armor? None for you. Split mail. 4, 3 verse piercing and missile, 2 verse crushing. Split mail is more restrictive in battle. Chainmail is 5, but 3 verse slashing, 7 verse crushing. And you can use anything. you use anything here? No. You can use a shield. Since you're in the back row, slinging, you can just use a buckler. You can use a buckler yourself. You are probably going to be in the thick of it, so we should give you a large shield. And for you, you can have the medium shield. Now we just need the armor. For you, studded leather is 7. Let's go ahead and get you chainmail, I guess. What are you guys going to be wearing? You can only wear hide or studded leather. Hide. Oh, you don't want to wear hide. Let's buy you a studded leather. 7, yeah. Studded leather. You can wear anything, but you're in the back row. So I think you're fine with a armor class 6, 8 versus piercing and missile. Armor class 8, 10 versus piercing and missile. Okay, you wear hide armor. Finally, we found someone who can wear a hide armor, and it's good for them. Can you wear leather? No. It's hard for me to see the red outline. Determining if you can or can't use something. 3 verse slash is 7 verse crushing. 3 verse piercing, 2 verse crushing. But that's 3 verse slashing. So we'll get him a chainmail. And we'll get you a splint mail. Let's go equip all this stuff. Warhammer in the left hand. Battle axe in the right. Doing some good damage. Nine to 14, cool. Very good. Soon I'm going to fill this up with lovely magical items. Is that a longbow? Short bow. Look long in her hands. Oh. Okay. Well, quick save. Stairs. We're now equipped at least.
Not a problem.
No one up here. Got 5 Chassar's Gem and a high quality dagger. Ooh, reflected image.
I am needed? I see.
Reflected image. Sleep. Chromatic orb, which he can't cast, actually.
I stand ready.
Yes.
Can she cast
I
chromatic
see.
orb? No. Potion of healing we'll give to Garrus. Alright. Looks like that's it up here.
Right then.
Alright, let's go get those bugs in the basement.
Not a problem.
I don't know what we're going to do about his armor. The fact that he can't wear any. That is just like insane mode.
Watch me go.
Okay, everybody just attack.
Spill some blood.
Onward to victory!
Oh. That was easy. Cool.
Is that all?
Oh, is there any loot down here? These racks hold numerous bottles of wine and other spirits. A thick layer of dust and cobwebs has settled over everything. Wooden casks of strong-smelling brews have been stacked in the corner. Crates of foodstuffs line the wall of this damp cellar. Job done well done.
Not a problem.
Any luck getting rid of those nasty bugs, dearie? My customers are getting pretty thirsty. It is done. Those bugs won't be troubling you anymore. Thank you, dearie. You're a lifesaver. Just do me one more favor. Keep this little bug problem between you and me. I don't want folks thinking Grisello's place isn't clean. Run along now. 1,205 gold. Cool.
Done.
And here we are in Icewind Dale. Still Sandra. Can I have a piggyback ride? You remind me of Rothgar. You wouldn't let the ice demons eat me, would you? Fishmonger. Sure. Oh.
Easy as goblin pie.
Well met, stranger. The name's Gaspar. Gaspar the Fishmonger. What can I do for you this fine day? Fishmonger? This doesn't look much like a fish shop. That's because it isn't, my friend. This is my home. I may be a fishmonger, but that doesn't mean I hawk fish like some street vendor. I deal in large quantities of dried knucklehead and scrimshaw, the bulk of which I keep stored in my warehouse down on the shore. Dried what? Knucklehead trout. It's a rare fish found only in the lakes of the 10 towns. Their bones are used to produce valuable scrimshaw. What exactly is scrimshaw? Scrimshaw is simply a fancy name for carved bone. Since knucklehead trout are so rare, scrimshaw carvings made from their bones are particularly valuable. Scrimshaw from Easthaven is prized by fine artists and craftsmen throughout the realms. You must make a decent amount of coin selling these fish. It's an honest living. I make most of my profit from trade, though. As a matter of fact, I have an important transaction in the works as we speak. What sort of transaction? The town's food stores are running dangerously low. My warehouse foreman, Churin, tells me that there may not be enough food to last through the coming winter. I've arranged a trade with old Galloway up in Caer Dinaval that will keep our stomachs full well into next year. The caravan's due to arrive any day now. Well, best of luck to you. Farewell. Our journal is updated. That's probably Rothgar's house. The church. This battered steel helmet is crested with the 5 serpentine heads of a hydra. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The helm of Gardum Greenaxe." Gardum was the captain of the famed adventuring company, the Dragonclaw clan. The fate of this legendary swordsman remains a mystery, though he is presumed to be dead. He was last seen entering the Marsh of Toon alone. This is a large shield with the symbol of a white sword emblazoned on its surface. Numerous dents and scratches indicate the shield has seen many battles. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The shield of Ahonin, a veteran of many battles against the Uthgard barbarians. Ahonin was slain whilst battling a white dragon matriarch upon the waves of Lac-din-Shire. His body and his blade were never recovered."
Done.
Ooh, nice warhammer. This huge warhammer looks as it would take the combined strength of 2 men to wield it. Its thick steel head is bound with studded bronze bands and is speckled with what appears to be dried blood. The inscription upon its stand reads, "Bonecracker. This magnificent weapon belonged to the legendary warrior Dumuk the Fist, who died in the assault on Dragonspear Castle." The blade of this battle axe is buried deep into the stand upon which it rests. Hundreds of tiny notches have been whittled into its black oaken handle. The inscription upon its stand reads, "Bloody Ashram's Axe." This merciless warlord reputedly used this axe to personally execute his prisoners. He was eventually brutally dismembered by his own troops. What is this? This is a round shield with a number of wicked barbs protruding from its surface. A flaming sword, the holy symbol of Tempest, has been etched into the center of the shield. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The shield of Mergareth of the Order of the Steel Fang, slain on the 11th day of the battle at Borskir Bridge." Mergareth. This glyph-worded door set into the floor appears to lead down into a chamber beneath the temple. There doesn't appear to be a way to open it. No comment on the giant horses. This long and slender lance is astonishing quality and workmanship. The entire length of its shaft appears to have been coated in gold, and its handle is inlaid with various precious gems. The inscription upon its stand reads, "The Golden Lance of Kedwir, heralded as the greatest horseman to ever ride in battle. Kedwir died gloriously upon the fields of the dead alongside his trusted charger, Onyx." Okay, we've got Everard and Acalia. "Hello, my name is Acalia. I'm an initiate here at the Temple of Tempest. I help Everard maintain the temple armory and perform rituals." "Well met, Acalia. I'm Garrus Goodsmasher. You're an initiate in the Temper and Faith, eh? I didn't realize that the Lord of Battles was so popular up here." "Tempest is revered a great deal by the barbarian tribes up here. They call him Tempos. We immigrants see a lot of conflict and violence in these parts, and people want to make sense out of it all." "You said we immigrants. Where are you from?" "I'm originally from Neverwinter. I came here to aid Battle Lord Everard when the former war priest Renfeld was killed in a battle against the barbarians near Bryn Shander." "Ouch. I guess those barbarians really don't like the immigrants too much." "It changes from season to season, from year to year, like all things. They are mistrustful of us immigrants and often view our settlements here as an intrusion on their land. Sometimes they trade with us, sometimes they war with us." "Sounds like a love-hate relationship. At least they don't try to kill you all the time." "It is just part of our daily routine. We know that the barbarians are just a few peaks away, and we immigrants understand the danger that they bring into our lives." "Seems almost pointless to live in such harsh conditions. Aren't people afraid?" "It is actually part of a simple truth that we Temperans believe. Conflict is all around us. Every man and woman has something that he or she believes in, which he or she will die to promote or preserve. Tempest tells us that we should live for something of importance. If we kill, if we die, the same. We preach that conflict and war are vital to mankind's existence." I would say that, but I agree. Even if we don't like the fact that it's happening, conflict is pretty inevitable in life. "Exactly. That's why we Easthaveners practice the Temperan faith and perform the rituals of the Lord of Battles." "What rituals do you perform?" We celebrate the Feast of the Moon in remembrance of the battle dead. We also sing the Song of the Sword at least once a 10-day. Because of the church's close proximity to the site of so many great battles, our congregation also has local celebrations to remember all the mighty conflicts that have raged across Icewind Dale. The most important daily ceremonies are the Feast of Heroes at high sun and the Song of the Fallen at sunset. What local battles do you celebrate? We celebrate the Battle of Jared's Stone. I'll tell you more about it, but Everard prefers that any questions about it be directed to him. He has somewhat of a different perspective on the teachings than most. Ask him about it if you see him. How about what's Everard like? Everard is still adjusting to his position here. I think he'd much rather still be serving Tempest on the front lines, but his duty is to guard this holy site, the site of Jared's Stone. You should ask him about it. He knows more of the tale than I do. Everard is both a warrior and the priest. How does that fit into the Temperan faith? Actually, it's a simple truth. Oh. What are the Feasts of Heroes and the Song for the Fallen? They're pretty straightforward. The Feast of Heroes is a meal that we eat at high sun. During it, we remember the final meal which each warrior eats before he or she enters mortal battle. The Song for the Fallen is a dirge that we sing at sunset as a daily memorial for those who have died in battle. Thank you. I must take my leave now. Farewell. Pretty interesting lore. And here is Everard.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want?
I'm Garrus Goodsmasher. Are you the high priest of this temple?
Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here?
Tempest is the god of war, is he not?
War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well.
You carry the scars of war, Everard. Were you wounded in battle?
These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Why would you leave battle behind?
Because there are many ways one may serve one's god. I am of the Order of the Broken Blade. My duty is to watch this place.
Order of the Broken Blade?
Yes, we were warriors. Wounded in battle, our injuries now keep us far from the front lines. Still, we are fit to guard holy sites to our Lord.
This is a holy site?
It is sacred to Tempus, yes. It marks the field where the barbarian Jared gave up his life ages ago. He lies encased in stone beneath this temple.
Wow. What happened?
Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Ericon, at the cost of his life.
How did he die?
Once Ericon saw his army routed by Jared and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Ericon opened a gate to the lower plains.
He brought demons to the battlefield. The northern tribes would have been destroyed.
I do not believe that. Jared did. It is said that Tempus himself appeared to Jared upon the battlefield, and Jared took that as a sign.
A sign to do what?
Jared believed Tempus was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple to this day.
You sound like you don't agree with Jared's choice.
Jared had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempus's appearance was a test of faith, proof Jared's people had already won the field that day. Jared failed his god and died a coward's death.
Are you sure his death was in vain? Jared did seal the poor.
One dies for Tempus with a blade in one's hand, not by martyring oneself within the embrace of infernal magics. Jared's duty was to stand with his comrades, not cast himself to his death when the field was already theirs.
His sacrifice may have prevented other deaths, Everard.
Sacrifice? Let me say this of sacrifice, young one. Then we shall speak of this no more. Sacrifice is a death that has meaning. When it is in vain, it is not sacrifice. It is a waste. That is the lesson of Jared's stone.
Wow. And this stone is buried beneath the temple?
Aye. a great stone disc that holds Jared's corpse for eternity. And so I watch and guard it in Tempest's name.
I had some other questions I wish to ask
You're free
you.
to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
Do you know anything about the expedition that Hrothgar's putting together?
I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kuldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Hrothgar to see what is happening in the north.
A messenger?
Yes, a man from Kuldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning. He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kuldahar.
What did he want?
The man spoke of disturbances in Kuldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition.
Are you going on this expedition?
No, for my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. My injuries would only slow the expedition. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers.
Never mind. Alright, that is the temple. Interesting stuff. Updating my journal.
Watch me go.
Alright, it's quick save. See how long... 41 minutes already, my goodness. Oh, good thing I quick save because this game does not like Alt-Tab. Wait. Yeah, see? It literally stopped running. I hope my quick save took. Yeah. So I'm going to save here as episode 2. In the next one, we'll explore some more of these houses. And probably talk to Hrothgar. If we check our map, you know, it's quite a big old Jed's house, Snowdrift Inn, quite a chunky map to explore. So we'll do that, all that and more next time and continue going. So having a lot of fun already. Hope you guys are too. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Much love, peace, and joy, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. So long.